And welcome back to Mr. Cat. This is it. This is the one tiebreaker. All of the others ended up being walkovers or forfeits, but here we go. Trust versus Execration. The best of one for life in the tournament. This is what it comes down to, Trent. These teams, they fought in that group so hard to get to this one match.
They did? Yeah, actually, you make a good point. We should kind of clarify some of the other stuff because people were like, why is there only one game? What's going on? So TNC are in China, so they can't play their tiebreaker. So they'll end up third in the group, and they're going to give the top slot to, that was Clutch Gamers. So that's what happened there. Then our other tiebreaker was Mineski and Warriors Gaming in the other group, and Warriors Gaming couldn't play. They got some stuff going on, they said. They said they're still in the tournament, but they just can't play the tiebreaker. So
now,
that gave that to Mineski.
Worth mentioning as well that most of the tiebreakers ended up just being for seeding. So they really weren't that important. And by seeding, it's like the difference of second or third seed, and it's barely any difference in terms of actual team quality. A lot of these teams are fairly evenly matched, as we've seen through the groups. So this is the big one that really matters. We didn't have any walkovers for games that were either a tiebreaker for first or a tiebreaker for last.
Yeah, we're all good now. So
yes.
With that out of the way,
10 seconds remaining.
It's time for some Trust and Execration, man. I've definitely been looking forward to this. It's the only game of the day.
Just a singleton, the best of one. So the first pick, Slardar. Nothing surprising there. Weaver, Vengeful Spirit on the other side. The minus armor trend continues as they grab old Ruby Tuesday. Good hero to have against the Weaver. He's Shikuchiing around. You spell steal it. You're Shikuchiing around. Telekinesis for Slitherine Crush. I like it, Trent. They're on to something.
Yeah. Worth noting as well, of course, that the last games Trust played was against Execration. That's how they closed out their group stage playing, and it was their 1-1, which was seen as a little bit of a surprise. They took the first game in a rather impressive fashion up against an Execration Omni Knight. Tinker AM. It was pretty crazy. It was quite the victory for Trust, honestly. It was a very fun game. 55 mins of glory.
Yep.
And then it was Lone Druid who sealed both games' victory when it ran back game number 2 for Execration. So not too shocking to see him banned out in the first phase, I don't think.
Nope, certainly not. Trust right now a team that absolutely needs some wins here, Trent. They have lost their sponsor signature. Oh my, they're just Trust now, the Trusting Boys. Although I recognize MyPro, marked as a stand-in here.
10 seconds remaining.
Isn't he from that team that used to have AABBAA on it?
Oh yes, yes he is. We do not have Lakells. I know that he subs in for them every once in a while. MyPro does. So he used to be on.
Was
I guess he was just on the last iteration of Signature Trust.
That's, I was confusing myself as well. So
yeah,
Lakells is actually, they're either under different nicks or they're missing a few people here. Right now, their standard roster is Lakells, MyPro, Tigger, Feimao, and Boombell. No, that's the former squad.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not up to date. The real squad is those 4 plus Lakells. It's just Lakells who's out for MyPro.
Okay, I see. So that what I just listed is the old Sig Trust lineup, the one when they last ended. I see. Yeah. Oh yes, we talked about this the other day, and now they're just Trust, so it's technically a new team.
Yes.
But it's not on Liquipedia, so there's no way for me to know anything. Everyone's learning how much I rely on Liquipedia.
10 seconds remaining.
Do it, Lakells. So Lakells is out. What the hell, man?
5 seconds remaining.
What's Lakells doing?
What up here? Well, he only played in.
Time.
Well, I guess he played in most of them. But anyway, whatever. Execration, they got everybody there.
Yeah, no, he's on the new one.
Got the whole crew.
But he's out today. That is unfortunate. That's huge. What are they going to do? Your star players on the bench for
whatever, man.
Best of one elimination? Fuck.
There was one game where they picked Morphling and Lakells didn't even play it, so I was just pretty much done anyway by then. Cause like that was his like iconic hero. And then he just doesn't even play it when they draft it. And I was sad.
Yeah. AM and Morphling. The 2 big ones, I think, for him.
He has 99 professional games on Morphling. His most played.
99. That's a lot of Morphling, man.
Especially for pro. But I mean that was back in his like glory days.
Well, even still, that is a lot of Morphling.
Yeah.
The hero's not that good. Oh yeah. You were
Hell,
talking about it.
yeah.
He
Man,
makes
this
it
thing got
all the
banned
way
out
through
every
the
game.
first picks and first set of bans, as well as second set of bans, and I dig. So is this Magnus mid or is this all off lane?
I would guess it's off lane and then the position 4 Slardar. I think maybe they're
10
just trying to
seconds
counter
remaining.
the potential drow. Because Execration still could go for it. And we've
5
seen SCA
seconds
teams
remaining.
obviously hankering towards it if they ever have Weaver, Venge, and it's not banned out. So Mag can be one of
Okay.
those heroes that by the time you get to tier 3s, he should have Blink.
Yeah, scary hero when you're trying to break high ground. But you're absolutely right. The Weaver, Venge, Drow, nasty trio of ranged heroes. They've got the Sand King in the front line. Good bit of burst damage. They take Juggernaut.
Ooh,
Dire team pick.
they're out of that.
So
Not having it.
Jug mid could be in the safe lane, but thinking that's their mid laner, and they'll be looking for. Is this a 4 Weaver, 5 Venge,
10
off lane
seconds
Sand King? So they need a safe lane or a mid.
I think they just have the
5
flex
seconds
going on right now. They can do whatever they want. They can either
Yeah.
pick a position 4 that's really good, and then do the jug mid, or
Reserve
they can
time.
like pick a counter pick mid because they have 5th and final. This is a nice little setup. They have 2 potential position 1s. They have potentially 2 different mids they can choose from depending on their last pick. They could even make this the position 4 Sand King and do like the offlane Weaver, which plenty of teams have been doing lately.
Off lane
But
Weaver.
yeah, do you go with that Agnum's build?
Ooh.
But then you have a Sand King whose only initiation help is Avenge. You would need like an OD style hero mid. Obviously he's banned out, but oh hell yeah!
Wow. So is this at all
Execration's
common
turn to
in
ban.
C, or is this the beginning of the troll?
I think we saw him once so far this tournament. I want to say
This is the
Yeah.
beginning. Troll is back, baby.
Then Troll Magnus too. The combo, the dream. I mean, another great reason for
10
Execration to, of course,
seconds remaining.
pick up that Jug, right? Like you do not want to give Magnus and Jug over.
5 seconds
So they just
remaining.
go for a possibly. I don't know. I don't know if I want to call it a better combo. It kind of feels like a better combo.
Reserve time.
Yeah, I'm pretty scared of Slardar, Magnus, Troll just in general. That's 3 Blink Dagger carrying heroes potentially. Maybe Troll goes Shadow Blade or some other mobility item, but you've got crazy initiation. You've got a lot of control with
Dire
guaranteed
team
stuns on
back.
Slardar, and then the RNG bashes between the 2 fucking bash lords you've got going on. On top of that, you've got Empower. Preach it, brother. They're going to be cleaving all over the place. Magnus might get an Echo Saber. He's doing the double poke and shit. Plus Rubik's there throwing Fade Bolts. Execration are
10
screwed,
seconds
man.
remaining.
How do you stop the troll? They've got 2 stuns.
This is our
5
4th
seconds
troll now.
remaining.
Okay.
By
fourth
the
troll.
way, they got 2 stuns. That's not a bad
Reserve
point here.
time.
They really don't have too much going in on that. They don't really have any way to cancel incoming blinks, at least reliably. You have the Wave of Terror, but
I mean,
You
I
don't
said
have
4
those
blink
nice, like,
or
get
3
ready.
blink dagger carriers, but potentially 4 here. I mean, this is super mobile, and a lot of times when you talk about heavy mobility teams, it's not the tankiest lineup in the world, but they don't have that problem. You know, they've got the best of all of it. Tinker and Ember
Dire
Spirit going to be the
team
last 2 bans. I like the Tinker ban. Be very annoying against this lineup. Ember, I guess they could have taken an Ember here. I keep forgetting that it's the 4 roaming Slardar.
yeah, he still
So-
gets the cleave
10
bonus. So
seconds remaining.
Yeah, so I guess that's true. Ember's a fair ban. Trust looking
5
for a
seconds
mid pick
remaining.
here. Dare I say puck?
they might PA.
Reserve
I think PA
time.
is actually. Oh shit!
Wow.
Execration.
So it's Trust who
Turn
taking
to
the
pick.
Omni. Interesting.
I like it. Dude, this is a nasty lineup.
I wonder how they run it, because when Execration picked it, they actually ran it as a position 4, which I thought was a little unusual, because most people would run it as a 3 these days.
A
Like,
3
that's
Omni
how.
with a
10
4
seconds
Slardar, yeah.
remaining.
Yeah,
I think
but
because you
so-
have the Rubik, you get the guaranteed setup. I would want to do a
5
4
seconds
Slardar that's
remaining.
moving around a little bit and make sure that Omni Knight gets some levels. The whole thing with the 3 Omni is teams have figured out that
Reserve
he
time.
can really hold his own. Between Repel and Purification, you can definitely get experience in the off lane without feeding.
Well.
I like it, though. Execration, they need something big here. Trust pulling out all the stops in this one-game decider. The stinky cheese is coming. Execration, a lot of flexibility here, but I think likely they want a safe laner or a mid, depending on how they see this Jug matchup going.
A lot of their common picks are banned out here. There's, in terms of like recent mids, basically the only ones left would be like Queen or DK, honestly. Just kind of surprising, and
So
they'll
don't
have
like
to go
either
back
of
for an
those.
Alk, which they have not picked in a while, I don't think.
So Ags upgrades. Okay, everybody's got one. So there's something there. It's a good delay hero. I mean, I think Trust had the right thought of, or presence of mind with that Tinker ban, having trouble breaking high ground. So, yeah, Alchemist is a similar flavor to the Tinker in some ways. I think likely to be Armlet, Radiance, Manta, good old classic Alchemist just to split things out. I'm not sold on this, though. I think between 10 and 20 minutes, this Trust lineup can just roll over Alchemist. Potentially. Of course,
is a little
it's not
scary.
that easy, but I don't know. What are you thinking, Trent?
I have to see what this Weaver's doing. Are they going to give it position 3 farm?
Oh, I see. The classic, see how the lanes are going to go before you make a prediction.
Yeah, but it looks like Lumix, at least for now, on the Weaver, so it should be position 4 Weaver.
Okay.
5593. I have seen him play a very nice Sand so far.
I mean, do you like the 4 Weaver? Is that considered good, or is it kind of weird? I still think of him as a core, honestly. I haven't wrapped my brain around the support Weaver.
It's super good when you have Drow. It's like
Yes.
you can squeeze it into like so many lives when you have
got
Drow.
that one. That one makes sense.
Yeah, but when you don't have Drow, you do need a lot of heavy minus armor, which is probably why they went back for the Alchemist too, because now they have Venge, Alch, as well as just the bugs from Lumix. So a lot of synergy going on here, a lot of heavy physical damage. Of course, they have an Omni now in the enemy team, which is a little annoying, but they can, jug diffusal. It's fine. And, yeah, so I do like the position for Weaver. I think it helps here to take Roche. It kind of does a lot of the same things Slardar does, too, at least in securing the Roche pit. Not as good as Slardar, I mean. Let's all be honest here. Slardar is a hero.
Good old Slardar. Well, if only this was Midas mode, it will, you require 5 more Moonbucks to resume this pause. Like, what's the message that the old payphones used to have? You know what I mean? When you need to put in more quarters? Like, to continue this pause, pay 10 more Moonbucks. Insert another quarter. I'm butchering it because I'm trying to think the last time I used a payphone, and it might have been 10 years ago.
They're all gone. They pulled them all out of the ground.
Well, that's because people just started fucking them up. There came this weird point where nobody had any respect for payphones anymore. So every time you saw one, it was just damaged and deranged. Like, I always thought it was weird that they put public phone books in the phone booth.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, how would you expect those not to get fucked up? If a bum needs some rolling papers, what's he going to do? Just take a page out of the phone book.
Maybe some human decency.
Also, how infuriating would that be if you go into a phone booth, you don't know somebody's phone number, you're flipping through this 1,000-page encyclopedia only to find that the page that you need has been ripped out?
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm glad what I'm getting at is I like technology. I'm glad we're out of the age of stupid phone booths and phone books, man. Jesus Christ. Think about the concept of a phone book. You're buying like hundreds of thousands of phone numbers so that you might be able to use like 3 of them.
I mean, who pays for a phone book, though? They'll just show up on your door.
Well, yeah. That's because...
Oh, did Limit get spotted there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he totally did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, he knows.
They're pinging it. He sees it.
Oh, yeah, that's Venge pinging. We'll have to see.
No, he's pinging too.
No, that's Jug.
Fei Mao's pinging. Everybody's pinging. Both teams. Here we go. Lumic, he's in deep. My pro. He's hungry for it. Do it, Slardar. So starting items. Boots first, Slardar. We've got a poor man's shield on old Magnus. Alk with Quelling Stout. No big surprise. All right.
Yeah, so we do get our 3 Omni then. And, of course, that does transition our Magnus to the mid lane.
Yep.
And it will be good.
Magnus. I lost a game yesterday playing mid Magnus with Blake Martinez. I hope. Is PP short for something? Who's PP?
I just call him PP.
PP, okay. I like it.
Even the broad shoulders of an NFL player couldn't carry you.
Wow, look at you. Is PP Lakel's? His name is Pipat Prairie Yak Cat. That might be Lakel's. I might have just cracked the code. Trent, is Lakel's rebranding? Is he pulling a Peter Pan Dam to PPD? Just no D?
Bro, I don't know. I just call him PP.
All right. Well, hopefully Twitch chat will be able to tell us.
No one tells us anything.
But they know. They should. Lakel's is a big deal. Why would you? There's no way he changed his name after like 10 years of playing, 7 years of playing. Why are they pinging? I don't understand. What are we missing up top?
I don't know. Maybe they're angry. They're working.
Oh, they sentryed it. Okay.
Okay, so what the hell happened here? NT's now up here. All right, now he's going back down. All right.
Yeah, but we got 3 heroes down bottom. Lumic going in onto my pro. Oh no, Slardar. Not quite the first blood. He's too speedy with the boots first.
Whew. I'm not sure what happened there because Omni definitely has 3 roll items. So I guess maybe Slardar was trying to leech up to 2 pretty quickly or something like that. But
yeah.
Now Weaver is super obnoxious in this sort of a style. Like, what is an Omni Knight going to do against Weaver? His right clicks will actually hurt quite a bit, especially with that Blightstone early on. Be a good way to actually zone him out of lane if they can get control of the creeps. Yeah.
The minus armor is really annoying against Omni. He's has no ring. He only has 5, so it does add up in terms of extra damage. Up top, 5-5-9-3 in some trouble. Stun onto my pro will keep him safe. Lumic, it's a Weaver. He'll be just fine. Weaver should have pretty much free run of this top lane against Rubik until level 6 comes out. It's not until the spell steal. Now down bottom, Omni. Almost a first blood, but NT will live.
Yeah, he just spun after the missile, so they couldn't get all the magic damage from the spin onto him. Surprised Lumic rotated. I guess they're going to try and come and bully this lane pretty hard with the Sand King.
Yeah.
That'll definitely give more space to NT.
Kind of surprised as well. Not going so great for the Sand King. He's got 3 last hits, just kind of hanging out in the jungle for now.
Teams there just putting the priority on their Sand King and saying it's more important that he does well than we don't really care what we give away to an Omni Knight. All Omni needs is levels anyway, and it's very hard to fully deny levels.
Yeah.
Like, you can deny farm, but levels are definitely going to be a more difficult task. So Benj will go and like she's hoping for a courier with his DD rune, just stealing the bounty.
Going pretty well for Magnus in the mid, besting the Alchemist in last hits right now. Up top, 5-5-3-9 in trouble. Telekinesis into the Slithering Crush. This could well be the first blood, but which way is it going to go? Troll, he gets stunned up. And he does die to the neutrals. An underwhelming first blood as Lumic brings down my pro. They completely clean it up. The Radiant get a 3-0.
All right, that was sick.
Ooh.
He was so low, holy shit. And Lumic was just in the back lines throwing out all the damage. He did 847 there as the support at 3 minutes in. Just right-clicking away, man.
Yep, that is a huge swing for 3 minutes into the game. Troll falls, of course. Jesus Christ, a 3-minute medallion. This is like those kind of games where you see a Necro or an Undying rush an Atos at 7 minutes, and you're like, wow, that item's broken. Exact same concept. -7 armor at this stage of the game is crippling. Like, just click around real quick. Magnus, he has exactly 7 right now. Slardar, he has 5. Feimao, he has 1 on Rubik, and 8 on the Troll when he's in this stance. This could be scary here, Trent. Execration could just ball this out of control now with Lumic. He could even transition into core and make this a support Sand King at this rate.
Yeah. Maybe not ideal for 5-9-3, but you are not wrong. Like, he already has the Agnums queued up. I mean, that's how confident he is in this game. You can't really blame him because he is mad rich. I know usually supports will have to go for those boots, but we'll see. Maybe he'll just pick up some brown boots along the way.
So, yeah, I was wrong about that whole PP Lakel's theory. It sounded great. I wanted to believe in the conspiracy, but apparently it's a Han player. DJ dies down bottom as I'm talking about that. Omni gets a solo kill. That's actually huge for NT. Meanwhile, back up top, though, the fight resumes. Lumic gets initiated on Slithering Crush. They'll shut him down. Creeps, again, getting credit for that kill. But some sign of recovery here for Trust. Much needed. Meanwhile, back in the mid, Magnus stunned up by the Venge. Nando does not have the follow-up damage. No point in the concoction, and he will just skewer back to safety.
Yeah, we haven't talked much about Nando. He's gotten 1 bounty rune, 2 bounty runes. Sorry, so you got the 2 initial ones is the standard where you hold 1 for the Alk. And then he's gotten 2 more since then. So, oh no, only 1 more since then. So, not too good, but I mean, that's kind of well, Alk is, it's a little harder to get bounty runes now as Alchemist than it was before, which is surprising.
Yeah. It's definitely
Used to
not
just
quite
have a
the same
support.
beast.
Yeah, like it used to be this far, and now it's much further away.
Yeah, but it's guaranteed, whereas before it was RNG'd. You don't know which rune the bounty was going to spawn at.
Yeah. And to have like good roaming supports or something.
So, it's all about trade-offs. You can kind of plan around it now. He's going to go Armlet first. It's not a bad start for the Alchemist, but not amazing. Magnus with 40 CS compared to his 26. It's a pretty big disparity. This is actually a really good start here for PP.
Dire's middle tower is
This is like the
5593
hardest.
is doing well too.
Yeah, this is like the hardest stage of the game for Magnus, really. And he's farmed through it very nicely.
Yeah, only has the 1 point in skewer. Just been using the empower to bully himself through the lane. So doing quite well. He'll have a probably pretty good rotation. He'll probably just have to play it as a reactionary one where if there's a dive coming out here, but hard to like TP and RP a Weaver or even a Sanking, both pretty mobile.
Yeah, and even Jug for that matter. You know, he's got the magic immunity. Venge can swap and be tricky. Not the easiest Magnus game. I think, obviously, he's picked up for the Empower here. He's gone for that build. He's going to start empowering up the Troll when these 5-mans come out. Some extra incentive for Trust to maybe move around a little bit earlier than possible as a unit. But for now, it's Execration that want to put on the hurt. They've got the 3 Goon squad here. Looking to dive the Troll. He makes it back into the tree line. Lumic leading the charge. Here comes the blind. Stun off the mark. MyPro now joins the party. Connects with the Crush. They'll find the Sand King as Lumic. Leaves him high and dry. He just TP's home, and it'll be a 1-0 the other way. Trust punished that one. Nice use of the battle trance there. Makes it an easy kill.
Yep. Can't miss your spells.
Yeah.
I mean, they miss the bugs and then the burrow. And they're still like under a tier 1 tower, so just gonna result in death almost every time.
Yep.
Lumic will get a nice stack here though. Little handy thing for his Sanking, so he can try and catch back up.
Yeah, and honestly, this medallion has not been nearly as impactful as I would have thought. He's only gone up 1 level since he picked it up. He's sitting at 4. Troll now level 6. I guess slightly harder to deal with.
They're giving everything back to the Sand King though. But yeah, he's actually farming up that 1 camp, so that'll help him out a little bit. And Jug has just been on his own for a while down here, so Gabby getting some fat stacks.
Yep, he's doing just fine.
See the courier though.
Happily out farming the Troll right now. Dire looking for the rotation. Fei Mao's going to move up to the high ground as MyPro goes charging in. NT coming in. Gabby just TP's out. Quick reaction. Nice heads up play. Easy survival there. Even had DJ nearby at that tower ready to come in and drop a stun. So that's a smoke down for Sig. But space created for Mr. Magnus to keep farming. Look at this, Trent. He's got a quarterstaff. He's going the old dang old right-click build.
Yeah, I wondered if... I mean, you have Troll, right? So, super relevant now. Although this build has fallen off a little bit with those offlane Magnuses. I think it makes sense here. Yeah, DJ got owned.
Yeah. So, this Magnus build has a lot of power. It's like the sleeping dragon. The hardest part is this first 10-15 minutes of the game, and if you have basically free farm like this up top, stun misses on the Troll, he might be able to turn it back the other way, needs some ranged axes, and he gets it. 5593 dies. Gabby, however, turns it back. Maxed out Blade Fury, a bit too much damage for the Troll to handle. He goes 1 for 1, but still the Troll getting a solo kill. Not too bad. Now Alchemist going for some Ancients. He's going to get bumped into. MyPro hesitates on the stun, and we'll just let it go. Actually, a little bit surprised. Yeah, well, he has the Chemical Rage on, so I guess you're not going to kill him so easily.
But yeah, this was like the build. Like this is what every Magnus was doing. And then the talent at 15 got changed. It got changed from damage to empower, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I think it used to be plus 60 damage or plus 50.
It was, yeah, something. I think it was 50.
Pretty good.
It was pretty absurd. It was very good with his talents. So, so everyone started going back towards more of the blinking and stuff like that, and just the refreshers and everything. But that was, again, mostly the offlane Magnuses. So
it is really about momentum. I mean, it's a hero that can farm pretty quickly because of cleave, but you need this early game downtime. You know, there's a lot of different styles of mids. Like a Queen of Pain or a Puck is going to be a lot more active in that 5 to 10 minute window. Magnus has done nothing but farm so far. And once he gets Echo Saber with the power treads, he can actually do damage in these fights. And then once he gets Blink, it's all gravy. And they've gotten past this. So I have some faith that they might be able to find some big RPs as we see DJ get killed down bottom. Magnus actually gets credit for that one.
Yeah, he gave him the shockwave.
Yep.
Pretty good.
And what's in top lane here, Troll?
I think he's trying to bait what to like hop on Lumic, but Gabby's out.
TP home. Nope, TP bottom.
Here's our Magnus rotation.
Yep, and he's got the Echo Saber with an RP. If they catch him with a stun. He's actually not empowered right now, though, which is kind of interesting. There's the skewer forward. Doesn't even need it. Easy.
Look how fast he kills neutrals. It's actually absurd.
Yeah, man. This is what I wanted to do with Blake yesterday, but I suck at farming. It's a big difference when you're actually good at getting last hits against an Alchemist.
So weird.
It's amazing. But this is shaping out to be really great. And then after this, you just get more right-click items. Maybe a crit. Lumic up top. Actually kind of low against the Troll. It should be an easy tier 1 tower push down bottom. I'm sort of curious how he builds this if he just goes really heavy mobility, like Shadow Blade. Could go Force Staff after Blink.
Yeah, I think Shadow Blade's one of the more classic ones for sure.
Yeah. Up top again, the Troll almost gets something onto Lumic as they miss the stun once more.
Yeah. Miss the stun, have to cancel the epi. It's just brutal.
Oh, RP down bottom. Gabby taking huge damage. Can't even get off the Omni. Beautiful stun lock there. RP into Crush. Love it. And
He's
that's
killing it.
tower kill for Magnus. Dude, PP. My man. Apparently he's
Magnus.
a Han player.
I didn't even know. I've watched him throughout this tournament. So he's played well.
Now, if you'll recall, I think it was during elimination mode, I made a remark about Han and Thailand that Slacks mistakenly thought was a slightly racially motivated comment. Han is still huge in Thailand. It is like, it is the region for that game. It caught there like wildfire. When they had the last few like Han Tour finals, you know, the few $100,000 tournaments they've had,
right.
I think the last 2 were in Thailand, in Bangkok.
Well, there you go. I didn't even know.
It actually makes sense that you're seeing some hot young talent from the Han scene starting to transition into the big bad Dota 2. I mean, I'm not on the pulse. I know literally nothing about the last few years of Han. We should bring in Breaky for a sideline interview.
Get him down with the VR headset on the field.
But
follow PP around, give him an interview.
If Twitch chat was not lying to me and PP is a Han pro, that's pretty cool. I'd like to see him doing some work here with Magnus. Han, baby.
Are you ready for a little bit of Radiance work? Speaking of some work to work.
On who? On Sand King?
Nando's almost got... No, this is not your pubs. No, this is...
Alchemist. Very nice. He's actually recovered very well. I mean, that's one of the drawbacks. Like, Magnus is farming very well. But it's given a lot of space to the Alchemist. And it seems like the trust strategy right now is, well, we know Alchemist is going to be passive. So let's capitalize on that with a hero that benefits a lot from 10 to 15 minutes of passivity, but then can come online and team fight really hard before the Alk is ready. Because Alk with Radiance still, it's scary for the farming potential. But in terms of team fighting, I mean, they could burst this guy down if they catch him with an RP and a battle trance, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's an interesting strategy. We'll see how it works here, Trent. High risk, high reward. Always scary to let that Alchemist farm, but PP with the Blink Dagger. They're ready.
Oh, mid lane.
Swap. Yep, on to NT. He dies, but he has Midas, so I don't know if it really matters. Omni with Midas.
It's on a cooldown, though. That's not good.
That's a bummer.
That's a GG right there.
Not efficient. So Nando gets the tower kill mid, and Lumic gets another one on the scoreboard. Pretty nice rotation here for Execration. That puts Alk happily in position 1.
He's got his blink, he's got his RP, he's got to kill somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole strategy I just monologued about, they need to start making it happen. Slardar gets his Blink Dagger. Maybe this is the sign, Trent.
This is it, baby. Look at that ward right there. Counterplay. Oh, look, he just spun too. This is the bait if I've ever seen a bait.
Here we go. Come on,
Slardar. There now, though.
Oh, no. And Troll's got the HOD, another great 5-man item. Look, he's got the little satyr to follow him around.
Oh, could this be a 2-man RP down bottom? Oh, it's going to be close.
PP.
Oh, they know.
PP. PP. Can they find it? Both teams on a hairpin trigger right now. Magnus, he wants it. He's thinking about it. He can't quite get the opening. They're not clumped up. He misses the RP. Oh, my. It's a whiff for the ages.
I can't look.
It's an RP from the depths, and now PP will get skewer solo on the Omni Slash. He does survive. NT with the heal. There's the GA. Can they turn this around, though? Sand King comes in to clean up the Magnus, and this is not looking great for the Dire. NT now out of resources as he gets stunned. They do find a counter kill on Lumic, but now swap back on the Troll. Nando with the Radiance is just burning him down. MyPro trying to slither away. They're going to lose the Troll Warlord here. And Trust, oh my god, Trent, it is a disaster. It went about as you would expect, starting with an RP like that.
Oh, man, that can just happen when you're playing Magnus, though. He got a little bit too caught up, stressed out, trying to find that perfect RP, and then sometimes you just whiff a little bit. And I'll clean up a Rubik here for free, too.
Mao just walks in there, takes it like a champ. I don't know what that was about, but this is damn scary, though. For an Alchemist, this is... You have erupted from your slumbar in a furious momentum. This is a 6,000 net worth lead now. He is at about 14K. He is almost doubling the Magnus and actually doubling the Troll right now. If SIG lose one more team fight like that in the next 5 minutes, dare I say this insane. Alchemist will be uncontrollable.
5593 made huge plays during that fight, too.
Yep.
He secured the Magnus and the Troll. Good Blink Bro plays, making sure they wouldn't get away.
All right, slow and steady here. Remember, this is a best of one for elimination in Mr. Cat. This is a tiebreaker. Starting to feel like we maybe should have made this a best of 3, Trent. I don't know.
Hey, we had too many tiebreakers, and then
they all were walkovers.
And they were just gone. So
whoever wins, let's be like, all right, folks, gentleman agreement, double down, double or nothing. Anyone? Anyone?
Wow, MyPro. I'm going
for Gabby gets RP'd. PP finds this one, sets up the kill for the team. Okay.
Probably because he doesn't have Bash the Deep Scale DX. He's only level 9, so good thinking by MyPro.
Oh, man, not even a value point in Bash of the Deep? You gotta...
With its sick name.
I like to get that 1 point at level 2. I know it's terrible, but I just love the RNG, dude. It feels so good when you get that Bash at 1 out of 10.
If you're not laning against a melee hero, I don't think you can justify it.
No, I just like to gamble. I like to roll the dice at high stakes, like Bash at the Deep. Here we go, Alchemist, Nando. Oh my Jesus! He stuns himself. Here we go.
Repel.
Fei Mao. Spinning away. Fei Mao.
Oh, the acid.
That was a dank kill right there.
Downtown, dude.
Nando with the snipe. Damn. All right, so how about this in the running for all-time shittiest talent? Plus 80 unstable concoction damage versus plus 6 all stats. Why would you ever get concoction damage?
Dude, support Al. Come on. It's physical. It gets multiplied by minus armor. It's actually good.
Compared to 6 all stats, though, on a hero like Alchemist, aren't stats amazing?
Yeah, but you want to do the support outbuild, Solar Crest, and all that minus armor shenanigans.
Okay, all right, I see.
People for like 600 damage.
With Solar Crest, if you max it, like, okay.
Support Alch used to be my jam, dude. Back when the hero was OP.
All right, I'll take it back. It's not as shitty as I originally thought, but I think compared to 6 all stats, it's still pretty poop master.
Yeah, it's just awful on any sort of a core Alch for sure.
And I'm pretty sure support out is lettuce tier right now.
Dude, it's okay. No, it's pretty bad. We used to do a roaming duo of Venge and Alch, and it was actually so good. Oh my god. You'd like lead with the Venge stun, with the minus armor too, with the wave. Oh, that was fun. Good times.
Man. Yeah, support out. Yeah, I remember when Alch was the hot-ish, that true tier 1 pick. I played him in a few pubs. I hated it, but it did win games. I hate playing Alchemist. Not my kind of hero. Nando going for the Octarine core. Already has the Manta. Oh, man, this Alch is scary. NT initiated on 5593. Finds the catch. Follow-up Magic Missile. Omni Slash, and it's an easy kill on Omni Knight. No buyback, and this might just be a free tier 2 here in the mid. Trent, this best of 1 might end quickly. Unless this
they're
Alchemist...
not pulling totally out of control. One good RP. That's it.
2 good RPs.
Be all the way back the other way. You want 2?
No, he needs to. 1's not going to be enough. 1 good RP will maybe level this shit fest out. It's a 10K net worth lead. They need more than 1 here, pal.
Well, just you wait.
I know you're religious. I know you're a believer, but
Religious for Execration. That does look pretty good for them.
I mean, there are some win conditions here for Trust. Don't get me wrong. It's not totally over. There's Sang and Yang up on Troll. Shadow Blade up on Magnus. They have some options, but they need to kill this Alchemist like 2 or 3 times over.
Oh, nice Observer Ward here, too. Just going to skip this little incursion.
The coup. Both teams actually have pretty good ward coverage right now.
One of those wards you don't really expect at this point in the game, too, to be there. So you just kind of walk by without smoking or anything, and now he's going to, like, wander through the jungle with a Shadow Blade and not find anything. And his team is going to counter push top. They might even have another swap play here, potentially.
Uh-oh. Yep, swap, of course, goes through Repel. Omni Knight, he's got the mech. I guess Midas isn't bad this game. It seems kind of weird on Omni, but...
It's just the levels. It's so good on Omni, actually.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He is level 14. It's pretty nice. The level 15 talent is huge. That cast range makes a big difference on Omni.
Yeah, that's actually really nice.
And you kind of hesitate to break your arcane boots early. You don't really want to like rush an Aether Lens, for example.
Gotta
Okay,
get those
Trent.
Greaves.
Here's another one in the running for shit tier talent. Minus 16% degen aura. Again, not bad in theory, but plus 200 purification. That's 200 pure damage. You got to be crazy not to get that. That makes your nuke a 500 heal. Come on, man.
I was gonna say, but what if you're right-clicking Omni? But honestly, you cast that thing so fast that it's probably still better than your right-clicks if you're full right-clicking Omni.
Minus 16%. It doesn't even change the attack speed slow. It just changes the movement speed from 34 to 50%. Like, god damn, that is so terrible. It's triggering me how bad it is, Trent.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that
You
one.
know,
That one might need a tweak.
I like talking shit about talents because nobody's pride is on the line, you know? You don't want to talk too much shit about a player's item choice if they've got some creative solution. Maybe there's something you don't know. But with talents, fuck them. They don't have feelings. Are you catching what I'm throwing, big guy? It's not your ring out on Alec.
No feelings on the talents. You'll get to figure out what he wants at 20 in just a moment here. Man, Nando is actually so high level.
Yeah, he's stacked, man. 300 health or 30 attack speed. This is a bit of a toss-up. I think 300 health is tempting more often than not.
I like it because you have regen.
Yeah, the nature of regen on Alec, the bigger that pool, the easier it is to kind of get that Slark effect where you can rinse and repeat in fights. I also feel like 30 attack speed, I guess technically plus attack speed scales very well with Alec because Chemical Rage lowers the base attack time. So it gets all multiplicative and shit.
Yeah.
But I would also argue that his bottleneck for DPS is not really attack speed. Although, now that I'm looking at him attack, he doesn't attack very fast, so. I'm torn, Trent. I hope he takes attack speed.
I see pure damage. I see a lot of, like, BKB piercing stuns. I would think the health will be very good.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I say Feymao hasn't had a chance to do much this game.
He goes
I haven't
hell.
really felt the impact of this Rubik.
Yeah, he's been picked a couple of times. He is in complete poverty mode. He's half of all the other supports.
I didn't even notice his net worth.
I mean, he's just got nothing.
I mean, I think it's because
be
they lost
level.
a fight at a really bad time of the game for like a Rubik.
Yeah. It seemed like Execration took control just a little too early when they got that triple kill in the top safe lane. Because as we talked about, Rubik is only good against Weaver if he's kind of keeping tempo and hits 6 around the same time. And by the time Rubik hit 6, he was already in that very defensive posture where he didn't have a choice but to hide. And you can't really do that aggressive stuff with Shikuchi or like steal bugs or really do anything fun.
God, they've been like dodging and just split pushing for so long that Lumic has 730 gold on top of his Aghanims. We haven't even seen him use yet.
Yep. So he will go into the Solar Crest. Very good stuff. Great way to
really
keep your
good this game
Alchemist
against
alive.
Troll.
Yep. And good way to stop.
I guess
Troll
at least
from
you can.
going That's
BKB
actually
it now.
an amazing item against Troll. I mean, obviously BKB is good, but let's just say Solar Crest is a little more spammable than the BKB.
Yeah, you can just put it on your own guy too, right? Just, I mean, assuming Alk's gonna be the one getting right-clicked, it's you don't have to put it on the troll. You can just put it on your Alk.
Shiva's guard now up on Alki. He is actually at Aghanim status, dude. 25 minutes, we're going to start seeing pooled Ags. 26k net worth. You still think 1 RP is going to be enough, Trent Pax?
No, we missed that window.
All right, over-under on
what about this one, though?
3 RPs.
Oh, they're so close, actually.
Troll in the front line. My Pro trying to slither his way forward. Can't quite get it. He gets caught by bugs, and that stops his Blink Dagger. A window for Trust, but they can't find it. Now the Troll gets swapped in from full to 0 before the BKB can come out. Guardian Angel just a little bit too late. His NT couldn't get in position. Oh,
I don't think they've damaged.
With GA down, Omni definitely dead here. And this is disastrous, man. It's looking very bad for Trust. Stolen Omni slash Rubik. He's tickling him. Oh, Fei Mao the tickler. Gabby gets the crit, the style points. It's a triple kill, and Trent, man.
I don't think they're going to get a time to shine.
This Troll buys back. Maybe he'll get to use his BKB once, but as the French would say, GG. Empower. I feel like PP did not empower his friends enough this game. Finally see it on the Troll. Here we go. This is the skewer back. The RP does not come out. Finally, it's a bit late, but do they have the damage? They get the kill on DJ Nando. He's one beef bucket. They cannot bring this man down. Troll trying to chop that wood, but it is a futile effort. That cherry tree just will not fall. Unstable concoction chases the Troll back to the well. He will live. The mid lane of Barracks, however, not so lucky. I think this Alchemist is unkillable. 39 armor. Their whole team's
they had him
tickling.
close, but yeah, the Ags came in from Lumic. Lapsed them on back.
Talent lives matter, Trent. Here we go.
Health.
Nando, easy kill on Fei Mao. My Pro cannot find the stun. 5593 hit by Purification. But meanwhile, Nando is just like, yep. See y'all later. This is my Mr. Cat. I'm going for the objectives. This is a 3-on-1. Can they kill the Alk? Manta style. Troll. Again, wood being chopped. But this Beefcake, he's just too goddamn big. My Pro actually standing his ground. They might still be able to kill him yet. Troll's got the max fervor stacks. He throws the stun. 5593 channels the ult, but they do actually bring down the Sand King and Alchemist. That is a huge amount of net worth. I can't wait to see this recap. I guess Trust lived to breathe another day, but that, holy shit. That's a 4,500 net worth gain off those kills.
Yeah, that was a bit of a goof. He literally just ran over by himself to punch a tier 3. I mean, I think he just thought the game was over, so.
Yeah.
Understandable, but that is a lot of gold.
I don't think it's enough, though. It's like a 25,000 net worth lead before that, so, you know, a 5K swing here or there just doesn't feel that.
You keep going, though. You wait till you whiff an RP.
Yep. I mean, you don't tap out. Here we go. PP with the skewer back to follow up the crush. DJ getting low. Oh, no. My phone. Stop it. Here we go. Alchemist still dead. Could be an okay fight for Trust. I'm not going to lie, man. It is hard not to say Sig Trust in these fights. Gabby stunned up. Counter initiation. 5593 sets up for the Omni, but the GA is there. Now Troll pops the BKB again. He's trying to chop that wood, but Lumic doing so much work with this Ag's time lapse. People just keep disappearing off the map. RP gets the kill onto DJ. Execration, a lot of low health heroes, but they can't quite finish these kills. BOT's on the way in from Alchemist. The big bad bear is here. Nando. Oh, my. The Troll's down. For fuck's sake. Okay, sorry. Well, Trent, it was a noble effort. It was a nice RP. A good GA to stop the Omni Slash.
Yeah, that's such a difficult fight to
I mean, that's like 4v5, you know? That's with Alchemist dead.
It was also a fresh butterfly on Gabby, so they didn't have anything prepared for that.
Yeah, that's also a problem. Well, now Roche dies, and that'll be Gabby picking up the Aegis.
Well, a noble effort. How long till RP? 45 seconds. I don't think Rack's going to last that long.
Yeah. Oh, well, Fei Mao dies again.
Yeah, he was like on the tower.
This is just easy barracks. I think this is all she wrote for Trust, Trent. They can maybe go for one more hold, but it's 3v5. The Alk Illusions are putting up a formidable fight right now. PP says, I just want one more goddamn RP. I want to show these bastards that I know how to fuck.
Well, can't really say it wasn't the expected outcome.
No! Yeah, I mean, you make a good point. If this was 2-0, it would have gone to head-to-head, so Trust did have another life in this tournament. Stun from the Alk NT. Good night, good sir. They are going to hang into the bitter end, though. If only it came down to time rating. Okay. Well, Fei Mao dies again. I just feel bad for this Rubik. PP, RP, pump fake, pump fake. The troll losing this duel to Nando handily. Wub, 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 wub. Almost finds the kills in the well, and they do. My pro, he's going to fall next.
Oh, now
Nando.
we're talking. With down RPs.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. He doesn't have the skewer, though. He can't push him back. Nando literally tanking the fire bush. Oh, that's a Weaver time lapse. He's good. Dude, this Weaver Aghanims, honestly, just took this from a pretty convincing game where they were 90% chance to win to you literally cannot kill anyone.
Yeah, the cooldown's insane. Only 16 seconds. It's that perfect window where you can get it like
Almost guaranteed twice a fight, if not 3 times.
Yeah, man.
Like with a crazy chase going or something.
Support Weaver with Ags. I like it. I dig. It's a little bit jarring. The heroes just kind of disappear. It has some weird effect that you're not used to, you know? But it's saved a lot of heroes at the end. Just made those completely one-sided fights. I mean, easy game for Nando. We talked about the strategy for Trust and sort of what they wanted to do, and they never really came online with that Magnus Blink. He just farmed like crazy, and they couldn't really get those 5v5 team fights. There was never a moment where I went, look at this Ancient stack that Troll is killing with the Empower. Thank you, Magnus, for making this possible. They never did anything like that. That was like the big synergy of their combo, and they didn't use it. It was mostly just PP solo farming and Troll solo farming. I mean,
yeah,
look at the player net worth graph and just like, Jesus.
Jesus.
Like, there's this little window here. What is this, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes where PP and Nando are kind of close. That's when you need to win a fight. And then the opposite happened. And
that one fight was actually so brutal, though.
Yeah.
Where Alk just, like, skyrocketed. And they all died. That hurt them pretty heavily. You see it gets... Yeah, it's pretty bad. Tough game. Tough game indeed. And Lumic as well. I thought he played very well that game.
Yes.
Super early medallion into the Aghanims. 5593 did well. He got the 2 big kills in that first fight that really secured it. At least the first big real team fight. And that's a definitely harder to execute draft from Trust. You got to hit those RPs. Got to get those combos going with MyPro. And they just weren't quite able to get her done.
Trent, I also just realized that I did that entire game with the draft overlay on. So
no, you didn't. Did you actually?
Well, you know, it's not very intrusive. It's just a Mr. Cat logo floating on the right of the screen with a creeping hippo.
Oh, you did too with the cute hippo. See, that's what I said though. I kind of like that overlay.
You like?
I did
like
it for one
better?
game too, and I liked it. I thought
All right,
it was funny
it was
looking.
intentional. It was a treat here for our one tiebreaker. So
Yeah.
Mr. Cat continues on. We have the full playoffs here, which is now a double elim bracket with 8 teams, the top 4 of each group. We have that to look forward to. It will take place over February 27th through March 5th. We had to change the schedule a little bit to accommodate for Star Ladder. TNC will be there. We did not want to DQ them for qualifying for Star Ladder. That would be the worst prize ever. Hey, we made it to Star Ladder. All right, well, we're out of Mr. Cat. What a bummer.
Oh, I mean, this is the best tournament in SCA. They can't. They don't want to leave Mr. Cat. It's the 25th, by the way, not 7th.
Oh, I'm sorry. It starts the 25th. Okay, but it ends on March 5th. That's when the grand finals are.
That is correct.
That's the big thing. And I mean, we'll see how TNC does its Star Ladder. You know, maybe they can make a run, but it's for them. I would say almost guaranteed money in Mr. Cat. They're definitely one of the top teams, right? They're looking good.
Oh yeah, they look good.
They look strong. So it would be a shame to DQ them for something such as that. So alas, we made it work, and the Mr. Cat schedule reigns true. That's it for us today. Only one best of 1. And that's it, Trent. I feel like I just talked a lot. So what do you got, man? What do you want to say to your fans?
Thanks, guys, so much for supporting Mr. Cat.
You guys
Mr.
make
Cat
Mr.
loves
Cat
you
streams
all.
possible.
Mr. Cool Cat.
I hope I get to meet Mr. Cat one day. I wonder what he's like.
That would be amazing. That would be
I
a very
am
exciting day.
Mr. Cat. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. I am the Senate. All right, we'll see you later, guys.